Good morning, one and all present here. Welcome back to our English class. Today, we are going to take a recorded video class. Here, we are going to discuss the chapter Adventure in the Andamans. Through the last two classes, we have taken the first few paragraphs from this chapter. We know the main character, Manav, is finding a friend in ocean, a tiny turtle. As we are doing daily, I'm going to ask you few questions. Please try to tell it. The questions are: where was the vacation playground of Manav? Where was the vacation playground of Manav? Tell me. Ah, yes, Andaman Islands. And next question: what could see Manav through the magical journey with tiny turtle? What could see Manav through the magical journey with a tiny turtle? Tell me. Try to tell. Yes, your answers are correct. Coral reefs, slimy eels, starfish, and a whole family of turtle. Okay, what happened to Tiny? Next question. What happened to Tiny when Manav put his head above the water and plunged again to the water? What? Tell me the answer. Yes, he was stuck in a section of fishing net and a silver hook planted firmly the leg of tiny turtle. Yes, good. So read the part very well, then try to find out the correct answer of these questions. I know you are all good. You are doing what I am telling. Anyway, you have to read daily English. You have to ask me questions. I am always with you to tell the to clarify your doubts. You can use any time to ask me through WhatsApp. So let us move to our class. Okay, so let us start the paragraph. Please read along with me, and also you have to read many times. I gathered up the net as I didn't want any other turtle getting caught. I suddenly realized I had been away from the beach for quite some time. So I waved to the turtle family and rose to the surface. Please pause the video and read it. Ah, okay, let me explain it. Please pause the video and read it. After that, listen the explanation. I gathered up. I gathered up means that I folded and picked up. I took all the fishing net. I gathered up all the fishing net. As I didn't want any other turtle getting caught. I don't want other turtles also getting caught in that fishing net. Caught is the past word of catch. Catch past caught. And I suddenly realized, I suddenly understood that I had been away from the beach for quite some time. So I waved to the turtle family. I waved. I give them bye. I tell them bye. Bye. I want to go back to my family. I told turtle's family goodbye, tell goodbye, and I rose to the surface. Rose to the surface means that I moved to the upper part of the ocean. So rose is the past word of rise. So we have learned through this paragraph catch past caught. Rose rise past rose. So here Manav was very far away from the beach and he tell goodbye bye to Turtle's family. Okay, let us move to the next paragraph. Okay, but the beach seemed so far. My parents were just a tiny little dot. So the beach was very far from. Okay, before explanation, I want to read it, and you have to pause the video and read it. But the beach seemed so far, and my parents were just tiny little dots. I had never been so shocked or frightened in my life. Tears filled my eyes as I tried to keep moving my hands and feet. They felt as if they were made of iron. Please pause and read it. Okay. Okay, let us start. Explanation. But the beach seemed so far, and my parents were just a tiny little dot. So I could see my parents as a little dot. It was because I was very far from the beach. I had never been so shocked. So I was very afraid, so shocked or frightened. Frightened means that afraid in my life. Tears tears fill it in my eyes. I tried to keep moving my hands and feet. I tried to swim with my hands and feet, but they felt as if they were made of iron. They are not moving, they are like iron. Mm. Please read again. Okay. Okay, there is a question here. They felt as if they were made of iron. What do these words mean? These words means that these words mean that Manav couldn't move little bit. Okay, let us read the next paragraph. Tiny, I cried. I am so tired and the beach is so far away. I simply can't swim back. Please read it. Pause the video and read it. Yes. Let us start it. Tiny. So Manav called Tiny. I cried. Manav cried. I am so tired and the beach is so far away. I simply can't swim back. I can't move back to the beach. Please, Tiny, help me. Okay. Now, before reading the paragraph, please look at the picture. Through the picture, you can see Manav is swimming by the help of the big turtle, and the tiny turtle was moving along with them. So Manav kept the his hand on the shell of the big turtle. So let us read it, and you have to read it back. Please pause the video after my reading. I suddenly found I suddenly found huge turtle beneath me. I gently reached down to hold the edge of her shell, and she started to move slowly. I held my breath, and we soon started moving through the water easily. I found that Tiny followed us too. It was a ride I would never forget. Okay, please pause the video and read it. Okay, so let me tell the explanation. Suddenly means that immediately I found. Found is the past word of find. Find past found. I found a huge turtle. Huge means that a big turtle beneath me. Beneath means that under, beneath. It is above, it is up or above, it is beneath, under or beneath. Okay. beneath me. I gently reached down to hold edge of her shell. So I gently means that I slowly moved to pick hand the shell of the turtle, and she started to move. That big turtle started to move slowly. I held my breath is the meaning. Waited with hope or fear. I held my breath, not breathe. Breath, correct pronunciation of this word is breath. breath, breath. But it is a noun word. There is a verb of it. The verb of that word is, the pronunciation of that word is breathe. Then the spellings of that word are breathe. So that word is breathe. This word is breath. I held my breath. And we soon started moving through the water easily. Through I found that Tiny followed us to for Tiny also followed us. It was a ride I would never forget. I will never forget this kind of this ride. Okay, please read this again and again. You have to read at least 3 or 4 times and send the audio of to our corner group. Okay, then we can discuss one question here. You have to answer that question and write down that answer and send them to my our corner group. Okay. So I will let us discuss the fifth question. Oh, fifth question. We didn't take that fifth question. Anyway, uh, we can. Then, as I plunged back down to join Tiny, I nearly choked. That we already discussed it through the earlier classes. Anyway, let us discuss it. Then, as I plunged means that then I jumped back down to join Tiny. I nearly choked. I couldn't take breath. Who is the speaker here? Who is Tiny? We know that answer. Who is the speaker? Speaker is Manav. Who is Tiny? Tiny is the turtle. Where was the speaker and Tiny? Where were the speaker and Tiny are were in the ocean. Why did the speaker nearly choke? What happened? The speaker nearly choked because you have to write it. Okay, the answer is the speaker nearly choked. The speaker nearly choked because he could see Manav as stuck in a section of fishing net. Okay, and the next question. It was a ride I would never forget. Who is the speaker here? Manav. Which ride is the speaker talking about? That Manav's ride with the by with the big turtle and with the tiny turtle. Okay, why would the speaker not forget this ride? Because speaker was very afraid when he was far from the beach, but that time Tiny and his one of his family helped him to reach the beach. Okay, so let me stop the class. Let us wind up. Please write down these answers and send them to our corner group. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.